man. Bella, can I talk to you in the office for 2 seconds?
Yeah, yeah.
It might be more than 2 seconds, but
Yeah, yeah.
I had a whole thing happen last night. I want to tell you about it.
Okay. Yeah, give me just a second to get my ears right. 1 second.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday, I don't know if you saw any of it, but there was a bunch of tea about Pixie on Twitter.
I did
And it was
not see it.
basically okay, yeah, cool. Well, you didn't miss much. It wasn't that important. But basically, it was like, oh, Pixie speaking with Wu Chang, and is she gonna sign with Wu Chang? And oh my God, she's signing with Wu Chang. And then reporters, which by reporters I mean
Watch
Issa,
out, the
Winter,
tongues
and
on the
Alana,
loose,
and then some
madam.
guy whose name I don't
Oh,
remember, came in here and they asked me for a statement. I obviously told them I wasn't anybody important, but she said that MDMR has held her back. We don't allow her to accomplish anything.
She's been here for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We don't do anything for her, and a bunch of other random shit that didn't make sense. Um, I was like, actually, we've helped her through a lot of different things already, but she's only been here for a week, and she's upset that she didn't get all the things she wanted, though she's put no work into anything. And then I said, like, she's done stuff, but she hasn't released anything, whatever. She's been here for a whole week. And I said, we'll miss her, but I hope she does great and wherever she goes, even if that is Wu Chang, we just want her to be happy, blah, blah, blah. It was a very nice statement.
Yeah.
And then after that, Party Hardy came in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was here with my friend Sasha, who I've known for years, and her brother's Carter Mitchell, who obviously works for Wu Chang. So we were all just chatting.
Yeah.
But Party, Rich, and Lil C came in here and they were telling us, or Party himself was telling me, he has no intentions to sign her. He has no idea why she's telling this to reporters. He will not give her any amount of money, and he will not accept any amount of money to put her on, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, he came to tell me, like, she's been begging multiple times for them to sign her, and he's not interested, blah blah blah. I
Huh.
asked him if, like, why she went to him, and I honestly don't remember what his answer was, but I think it was just that, oh, she was apparently never told that there are other labels, and that we gate kept all the information from her and instantly signed her without telling her, like, she has other options.
To be
Which I said I
completely
doubt that.
honest, yeah, no,
Mhm.
that didn't happen. I mean,
I said I doubt that because we tell everybody, and we at this point, like, ask them to go look at other places first,
yeah.
which
Uh,
was like my treatment from Fixer. I mean, not really, but it was what I was told was supposed to be my treatment from Fixer. But whatever. But sorry, what were you saying?
no, like, this little. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
Okay, anyway,
Is Zale
sorry.
buying a Spectre, a wide body?
He's trying to. You got one for sale, please, for the love of God,
I
tell
don't
me you
have
do.
it for sale, but I know somebody that does.
Okay, who is it and how much? Please, please, please.
Let me ask. I don't know how much they're selling it for. They offered to sell it to me, but I don't really need it right now. Let me see.
Zale, Chloe might know somebody that has one for sale.
has one for what for sale? What for sale? I want to know. I want to buy something.
Spectre wide body.
Okay.
Are you gonna be Zale's passenger princess?
Wow. Like imagine being so pressed that he loves me. That's
Yeah,
so, like
if
so. It's actually fucking awkward.
I'm just joking.
No, 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 no. That's crazy. That's
I
wild.
pressed.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I think you would look cute in the passenger seat.
That's insane. That's actually insane. What do you want to do? Or if you just want to go, it's fine. Oh, don't you on the radio?
he's not around right now, but once he is, I will
I know I'm talking
talk with
back.
him and see if he's still trying to sell it. I texted him, so he'll know that I'm interested.
Okay, hell yeah. Yeah,
and I'll just
he's
get
been
info back to
waiting.
you. But yeah, anyways, like you were saying, sorry, I just saw that on
No,
Twitter.
it's okay. Like this little prima donna attitude is like
Yeah, she's a
it's
diva, man.
it's honestly no good for anybody. If she wants to
No,
be gone, I'm not gonna really
no, I think we're
fight
much
her
better
on
off
it.
without her. She's got a pretty voice, but she, for having one song, she's asking for a lot.
Yeah, she ain't shit really. I mean, she's
Mm-mm.
talented, but she ain't that talented.
Oh no, people think they deserve something because they've done one thing, but if you throw a rock, you can hit somebody with talent, so it's not really all that impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
But anywho, so there's that. But then I hung out with Party for a sec. Are you good? Wow, you already dipped on my radio. It's crazy. Hey, is Jay with you?
Bella.
Damn, dipped on
What's
me
up?
and dipped on my radio. Crazy.
Julio, you can't hear us still.
Can you hear me?
Love it.
Can you hear Julio, Bella?
I heard him earlier. I had to take off the radio for a split second. I'm in a meeting.
Okay.
Anywho,
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
no,
So
you're
you
good.
hung out with
Sorry.
Hardy?
Yeah, so I hung out with Hardy and the other two, mainly because my friend Sasha was here, and so she's a really, really good singer, well known back home type of thing. But yeah, so we were all just talking, hanging out. He was talking about the label, and of course, he said like he knew you. He's already spoken to you. He's excited about
Mhm.
where you'll take things, and hopes that I know one of the things he said is like he really hopes that there will be more like CEO COO positions that are actually filled by people that care,
Yeah.
yada yada. But he did talk to me about he really wants to work with us, and I agreed with him too. Like we would love nothing more than that. Um, but he made the point of multiple times that he's just not going to work with Fixer at all.
Oh
Period.
yeah, I know.
Like he will never. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty passionate conversation with him the other day. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Same.
he's not about Fixer's energy, and every time he tried to
No.
help Fixer or like offer to do stuff together, like he just shut him down. So
Yeah, and I mean it was a long conversation. Like we talked about different ideas. We talked about like what we could do and where does he like as somebody who's like done a lot for Wu Chang and just done a lot in the city in general, like what can happen over time. Like even I didn't
yeah,
even know he was CEO. He had me sing for him on his birthday. I had no idea that he
yeah.
was CEO.
Another
But
thing he was talking about was like he doesn't like trying to, and I say I'm gonna use this term for lack of better words, but he doesn't like
mhm.
taking strays from other recording studios. Like
No,
people
he
who
doesn't.
leave and just try to be like wishy washy. But he wants people that are actually wanting to be there,
Hey,
not
Cafe,
just
can
wanting
I
to
have one
be
of those
there
Yeah.
runs off
because
you when you
it didn't
dump
work
your
out
load?
anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm good.
So
Where are you?
I'm imagining that's probably well probably also her attitude
The
too,
house
but
to
I'm
grab it.
imagining that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why he doesn't want to hire on Pixie.
Oh, for sure. Well, that and the fact she's been in town for a week. Like he was like, that's a massive red flag. And I'm like, yeah, she's a
Yeah.
lot. She was a whole hell of a lot. But anywho, and it's crazy too because I just saw her like an hour before that,
We're
two
talking
hours
about
before that,
Party Hardy. She met
like
with Party Hardy
acting like
yesterday
nothing
and
was wrong
about
and everything
Pixie and
was
stuff.
chill. I don't know, it's a mess. But anywho, good riddance, I say. But yeah, I don't know. We
Yeah.
talked for a bit, and I don't know. It's got me feeling like an impending doom type of thing. Like I don't know. I just feel
Hmm.
so weird about it. I love Fixer to death. I want him back at the label, but also like I know nothing good happens if he comes back. As far as like Party's right in the sense that we'll always be in a stage of rebuilding.
Oh, God, are you
Yeah, if
okay?
nothing I mean he's been I love Fixer to
Yes,
death. I
I did
do.
see
And
this
like
one
I'm
dog.
not saying this because I want this position because if people that are
It's in
above
the
me
glove
feel
box,
like
huh?
somebody else is better for this position, like they can have it. But I'm just going to take it for what it is now. But like hold on, I was going somewhere with this. Oh, Fixer's been here for how long? And he's done a lot for the city, like, and for the music company. And we couldn't be where we are without him. But now we're just hitting a fucking brick
Say, stay on the
wall.
radio if you need us.
Yeah, over and over and
Like
over
it's
from like
it's grown, is grown, is grown, but like we've
Anybody know where
plateaued.
the guy is today?
And unless
Send me the
something
fridge right now.
changes, whether or not it's management or his attitude towards it, like, because you can't do anything if you don't try. And we keep getting hit with, well, they don't care, they don't care, they don't care. I'm like, okay, when's the last time you tried? You know, maybe they didn't care then. Maybe they'll care now. Maybe they'll care if you approach it in a different manner. Maybe they'll care if somebody else approaches it. Like, you don't fucking know. Like, and it's just, and then, like, on topic of events and stuff like that, we keep hitting a brick wall with events and we keep relying on other people to invite us to events.
Yeah. Which honestly, at that point, once we're waiting for invites, we're not even a record label anymore. We're an event company, you know?
Yeah.
We get rented out for events and then we get shipped back. We're literally like the big bouncy houses you can rent
Yeah.
and then you throw them back. Like you don't use them every day, you know? You
Yeah,
use
like,
them for that one party and then you don't think about it again.
I can't even think of the last time we had an MDMR event besides fucking the block party, which was again hosted by Mandem.
Yeah. I
So
can't
it
think of one because I
it's
haven't been here long enough for it, but yeah.
well, I mean, we were invited to Pride. You know, it was Wu Chang that hosted Pride. Well, not Wu Chang, but majority Wu Chang and Pictures that hosted it. Give me just a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Uh, yeah. So like we keep he keeps saying like we need to do events, we need to do events, but like there's nothing being done. Everything's being talked about, and then when we have an idea, it gets shut down.
Yeah.
It's
We
like we
talked
have to
about
do it
that and
without him.
yeah, we talked about that and he said it would change. That's something that, you know, nobody really knows if it'll change until it happens, but I don't know. It's made me feel very funky. Like I appreciated the conversation from Party, and I don't think he meant anything negative by what he said. Everything he said felt completely truthful, and honest and all that. But I don't know. It's just a sucky situation that I don't feel like we're gonna easily get out of
Yeah.
anytime soon. I don't know.
Yeah, and we're
I don't
just
know what
stuck in
anymore.
this we're stuck in this like weird state of limbo.
Yeah, and it's sad because I really want to see us do well, and I would love nothing more than for Fixer to be a part of that. I absolutely love Fixer. I adore him as a person. Even when he's mad at me, like I still love him to bits.
Yeah, same.
But it's just it's things are too emotional for business.
Yeah. Yeah. 110%. Every
Yeah.
response, everything. Like he was
And this entire
invited
situation that just happened was
he
based
was
off emotion.
he was asked to perform for Pride, and I feel like
Hmm.
this is going to be more gossiping than anything, but I don't want it to be, so I don't want it to be taken like that. But this is
Yeah,
just an
yeah.
example of like he was in, we were all invited to sign up for Pride, and he wasn't happy with where he was on the positioning.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyways, sorry, fucking
You're good.
my
You're good.
brain and demons just keep speaking for me, and I know it's really
You're okay.
weird situation. Yeah. So anyways, where the fuck was I? Oh, okay. So he was put on we were all put in, random days and times and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And he doesn't feel that MDMR had a bigger presence in the later storm, which, I
Yeah.
mean, overall, they still do have more artists than what we do. And he was put in a storm towards the end of all the events, and he didn't even fucking show up. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, like he didn't even fucking show up. And then he thought he was going to be at the last event, but he wasn't even on the schedule. And he knew that. He left the email chain and everything because he was upset that we didn't have enough MDMR people. But I was in that fucking same show during NA. Like I did a few NA events for Pride. And like
Yeah.
he didn't even show up whenever it was his time. And like people were just done. Like people didn't want to work with him. People were upset about it. Like, so as far as us working with the other labels for events, like they don't even want to work with him. As
Yeah.
far as they've talked in front of me for it.
Yeah. No.
And
That's
I
what I've pretty much been told. He brought up
and it's not because he's
the
not good
event
at what he
ceremony.
does. Like he's so
Yeah.
good at what he does. He really genuinely is. He's absolutely fucking terrible with talking to people.
Yeah. Well, everything's too emotional, and
Mhm.
again, this is gonna sound like gossip, but it's really not trying to be. It's just
Yeah,
honestly
I
getting
get
out the
that.
facts of what it is. I love Fixer to bits, but this is just the honest truth of it, and I'll tell it to his face. I had a whole conversation with him the other day. He's too emotional, and he thrives in that type of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't. I
Yeah,
don't
same.
thrive in drama. I get annoyed and
Same.
I want to leave. I've like
Same.
I want. I mean, last night I was literally offered a position in Wu Chang. I said no, but
Mm-hmm.
like, there's still an underlying part of me that's like, if this continues, I have to take it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not that I want to, because I genuinely don't. What I told Hardy was that I absolutely love MDMR and I can see that potential. I want that potential, but with where it's currently at, it's not possible,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Um
Yeah, like I said too, like
sucks, but
if things, yeah, if things don't change and like, you know, you've already heard what I had to say about it. Like
yeah.
I will be gone, you know, and I don't, like,
Yeah.
again, I don't want to be, like, I genuinely don't want to be, just like you don't want to be. Like, I genuinely want to see this place thrive. I feel so comfortable here compared to what I ever felt at Wu Chang. But if I can't deal with the wishy washy, like I can't deal with him come and tell me that, you know, hey, I want to step down to artist, and you know, I want you to take up the spot because I think you'd be good at it. Like he straight up fucking told me that. And
Yeah.
because I actually give a fuck about his mental health, I was putting that into consideration when I even accepted it. I didn't want it, but
Yeah.
because he told me he thought I'd be good for it, and he genuinely sounded like he was hurting and upset
Yeah.
and wanted to take space from it, I accepted it. And I took what he said about it, you know, I took that to heart. And if I find out that he is shocked that I took this position or upset and that's why he wants to have his position back, I am 110% done. I'm done with him. I'm done with the studio. I'm done.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's not invited to Southside anymore. Like, they want
Yeah.
nothing to do with him after they heard what happened.
Yeah.
So
I
like
believe that.
I can't even be friends with him and have him come down to the barrio, you know? Like, he's not
Yeah.
welcome there.
I think it's a conversation you guys need to have, cuz I don't really know like what his thought was, but like
Yeah, because I
I don't
talked to
know. I
Saint and
don't want to
she's,
misspeak for him, you know?
yeah, because I talked to Saint and she's
Mhm.
like, yeah, he wants his job back. But I
Yeah,
don't
he
think he,
does.
because he, you know, because he quit and left and all, there, that's a conversation that, you know, we don't dictate. So like that's what makes me feel like he just wanted me to say no, no, fix it, don't go. But I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah.
do that when I genuinely think it's good for your mental health. You know,
Yeah,
if you're
absolutely.
coming to me in a sane state of mind, which I thought he was, you know,
Yeah.
that's, you know, I'll respect that. I'm not gonna try to stop you from doing something that you think is best for you.
Yeah.
And if that was taken for granted, like I can't in right conscience accept that. I am better than
Right.
that. My friendship is better than that. I'm not gonna stoop down to that level.
Right.
And
I personally feel like it was, but at the same time, like that's only a personal opinion, and I don't like,
mhm.
you know.
Usually my instincts on these aren't really wrong. Like,
Yeah. Same.
and I hate to say it like that because again, I don't want to assume or put words in people's mouth. But usually, if I'm starting to feel that type of way, like that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
just,
think the best thing would be to have a conversation with him, cuz that's how I feel, but at the same time like I'm not him, you know. He obviously is going through his own thing with this. But I do think it's important for you to know that and find out that information.
yeah,
I would be very interested to see what he says, honestly.
yeah. And I plan on talking to him. I was gonna call him today. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's around or not, but I was gonna call
He
him.
was. He was.
He
He was
was.
there when Addie got stabbed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was thinking about calling him today, but honestly, like, I think I need a little bit of time to collect my thoughts because last time I talked to him, he was acting like he was done with me. So I'm like, okay, well, I
Yeah,
didn't
he
fucking
did
do
that to
anything to
me
you.
too. Yeah, he did that to me too. And then he wanted to have a conversation with me. And then he asked me, "So what have you and Jay been saying behind my back?" And it's like, first of all, there's nothing I've said behind your back that I won't say directly to your face. I told him everything, and I was like,
Speaking
honestly though,
facts on a
I'm not
topic
the
is not
one.
talking shit, you know?
That's exactly what I told him. I was like, nobody has talked shit about you. Everybody has talked about exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And but like he was calm and he was rational, and I think he understood the conversation. It was like an hour and a half conversation or an hour conversation, and it went fine. You know, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a big blowout or anything like that. So I feel like he's finally in a place where you can talk to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely want to find out. That's just me though, because if that's the case, it's really not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that type of shit.
No.
But I was gonna say something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, take your time to find out. Obviously, I'm not rushing you, but if
Yeah.
more so just to say, like, if you are wanting to talk to him, I think he's finally in a place where that can happen.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll try calling him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
as far as like where I stand now, like, yeah, SK came by yesterday, but he didn't sound or seem like himself. So I'm
Mhm.
kind of taking that whole conversation with a grain of salt, you
Wait, what do
know.
you mean?
Oh, SK came around, but he sounded different. He looked just like
Mhm.
him. He walked like a, he just,
Mm,
but he sounded different. He didn't sound like himself. He kind of sounded like
gotcha.
somebody. It sounds familiar, but I can't really place my
Gotcha.
finger on it.
Yeah, it just felt strange.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm, fair enough.
So I'm gonna kind of wait. Maybe he's in a weird state of mind. Maybe he was on drugs or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna wait until he seems a little bit more like himself before I readdress this whole COO thing.
Yeah. What did he say while he was here?
Oh, he said that congrats on your promotion. You get $120,000 sign-on bonus. Hush. Asked me what I thought for the company. Stuff like that.
Interesting.
Want some more.
Yeah, interesting.
Shh. Sorry, give me just a second.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, anyways, yeah, I asked what I wanted to see in the company, said that he wasn't trying to steal people from Wu Chang,
Oh
stuff
goodness.
like that. So, yeah, he might have been drunk or high or, something like that.
Interesting.
It was strange. And then he asked me if I was still with my fiance, which was also kind of strange.
Huh.
Yeah.
You kn- did I tell you about Sticky?
Mm-mm. I,
Something like that?
I feel like I've heard this name a couple of times in the past
He
couple of days.
supposedly worked in sales at one point under Dwayne, but
Okay.
yeah, he came in here and wanted to know a bunch of information about what's going on with the label and all that.
Oh, I think you did mention that. Yeah, that must be
Yeah,
where I
yeah,
heard it
yeah.
from.
That was so. I just told him, oh, we all just got back from holiday. Like, I just kept it nonchalant, but it was so weird. Like, he was sticking around, like he'd leave and he'd be like, yeah, it's so sad that like it's kind of dead here, and then he'd stop, and then yeah. Well, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. It's just so I feel like it's different here. Like, it
It's
was
kind
so
of
funny.
sus.
Yeah, like he definitely wanted information that
Hmm.
like I just wasn't giving him, and he seemed kind of upset by it.
Yeah, that's
It was
strange.
interesting. He was like, I haven't been around in forever. It's like, well, how the fuck did you
Cause,
know that things are
could you see
different then,
someone like
buddy?
Saint take a higher role? I
That's kind
can.
of funny.
I can. I think she would be
But
good for a higher
who
role.
knows? I'm sure he heard from somebody who heard from somebody who heard from somebody.
Yeah, I feel like word has gotten around rather quickly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for
there goes
sure.
Fixer making a name for himself again. But I hope he's okay. Genuinely, like, just as I was, talking about how, let's take what he says with a grain of salt. Like, I still do understand where he's coming from. Like,
Yeah.
he wants his feelings validated. He wants his work validated.
He's
But
got good points and he's got like good reasons to be upset. It's just the way he expresses those feelings
yeah,
and the way
nobody
that he goes
deserves
about it.
that. No one deserves to be talked to like he talked to people. And that
Yeah.
you can only talk to somebody so much
Oh, and then
before they
Arthur, I
stop.
think, is gone.
I talked to him yesterday
Same.
and he was like, I'm not gonna go above and beyond. He's like, if you need anything, let me know. But you know,
Yeah. When I talked to him, I think it was after he spoke to you. I mean, he told me,
hmm
hey, just let you know, I can't be your manager anymore. This is what's going on. Yada yada. Not going to be doing anything until things are figured out. I was like, that's fine. He was
yeah,
like, even then, I probably won't do anything. And I was like, well, that's kind of a waste of talent. But if that's what you feel, I tried to like reassure him in a couple different ways, but
yeah, same.
he didn't really care to listen. It seems like his mind's made up. I won't be surprised if he leaves us for somewhere else.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. He has the skill. Like he has the drive. I don't understand why. Okay, I say I don't understand. I understand that he might have came off like he was overstepping, but he was literally just trying to show that he can do the job that I did hire him for. He didn't he
Yeah,
was
well, that's what I
and
said. He did the job he was hired
and
for.
I told Fixer at the beginning, like, yeah, we're gonna take him on as fish, like, initially as a graphic designer, but he doesn't want to just do graphic design. He wants to do marketing. He wants to, build relationships with people. Like, he wants to take a role in which he could make those connections with people.
Yeah.
And it was never just I'm gonna hire you on as a graphic designer. So I don't see why he feels like he was like stepping on toes or why he's acting like he was stepping on toes.
Yeah.
So
He
it's
thinks it's just like the fixers here, he'll never do well, which I agree with him on that,
mhm.
unfortunately. I said, like there's always a chance that things could get better and you guys could rebuild that, but obviously like it was taken some sort of way and
Yeah.
now he just doesn't feel welcomed, which is pretty upsetting.
Yeah, that is really upsetting.
Who is here? Hold on, let me go look.
I don't know. I was just thinking that too.
It's just them. I thought I heard somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to talk to him again.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him. I'll give him a call and see if he wants to chat. It'll be sometime today. I still gotta kind of. I think I still gotta get my
Right.
mind right and figure out exactly how I want to approach it.
Right.
I don't want to say things that don't come across well. I want to make sure that my communication effort is going to be efficient enough.
Yeah, for sure. So is SK the guy that like handles pretty much everything as of this
He
point?
is the CEO, yes.
Okay, that's what I
And
thought.
Tommy T is one of the co-owners. Dwayne
Yeah,
being the other co-owner, but he's an ICU.
right.
So it's
What
basically up
is
to SK and Tommy T if we can even talk to Tommy T.
right? How involved is SK? Just because I don't know how it works. Like I'm still figuring it all out,
Since
just out
I've
of
been here,
curiosity.
I've met him 3 times.
Okay.
So his involvement was never put in as um, like he's never been eager to be involved as
Yeah.
far as my perspective goes. Now these events could change that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
assuming he's the one that hired Fixer as COO to begin with.
I think so. Yeah. Him or Tommy? I can't remember who Fixer said. I know Fixer said he's never actually met Tommy. I don't think,
Yeah.
at least not in the studio.
I've only seen them a couple times in in the studio. I don't think I've ever seen Tommy in the studio, but SK, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
But
Cool. I was
one day
just
at a
curious.
time.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
if it's just gonna be us, I think we'll just postpone until more people can be around.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it was pretty
one
much just to get people on the same page.
right. One thing that happened was they did tell me like two ideas. So first of all, they love the idea of artist relations and they already have that. So I
Hmm.
still think that's a great idea and I'm not changing my mind on that because that's what I've
Yeah,
had at every studio I've ever been at.
yeah,
So yeah, but they said that what they do is they have two forms, right? One form is like general complaints, which would be beneficial right now. I went ahead and wrote one down and just like jotted it out of
yeah,
basically saying like, how do you feel about the label? What do you want to see the label improve? What do we do well at? And like, what can we do to make you a better artist
yeah.
or make you feel more comfortable, whatever. I think it'd be good. It's anonymous, completely anonymous. So I feel like it'd be good to get that sent out to people
Hmm.
and just tell them to like, hey, fill this out. Like this is going to help us in the long run. And we can honestly read off of it and see what
Yeah,
we what we can do.
I was kind of thinking about something along those lines, but yeah, artist
Yeah.
relations we need. We
Yeah, and
definitely
in the
need that.
artist relations form, there's like a second one. It's basically like, what are you doing right now? What do you need help with? Blah blah blah. I've seen that done like in a form, like they said, but I've also seen them have like a person, which obviously for us would have been Arthur.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so
I
I
think
I went ahead and
technically
did
that
the
was
first
supposed to be
form.
Ava.
It was, yeah. Well, Arthur was like a the artist management, which is what he was supposed to be. It doesn't make him a manager; it just means he manages an artist. But which I think got confused by a
Yeah,
couple
Ava,
people.
head
Like,
of artist relations.
I've been
But yeah,
writing
she
this
was,
piece
and
for
She ain't even around right
yeah.
now.
and Humble song, and
So all that sucks,
I
but
know he was, before all this stuff went down, he was kind of asking potentially
I
you
think
to
that'll
Yeah.
be
talk about
important to have in the
rapping
future if
and
we want to
figuring out how
see
you could do it.
artists develop.
Do you
And
want to hear the beat that I've got
yeah,
Yeah,
we
here,
just need
or
to start like
110%.
would you
having
still want to
events and
jump
getting
on or
things
help
out
him with
there.
it?
Not relying on other people to invite us to events,
All right,
but
I'll leave
making
it
them
at that.
ourselves. And then I
Yeah,
made the
that's the
form, so we
big
can go ahead
thing.
and send that out if you like approve of it and all that. And I know that at the bottom there's one question too about like, how do you feel about the current management, or like the management in general that we've had,
Yeah.
COO, CEO, CFO, CMO,
Actually, you know
etc.
what? We can get that out today. Let me
Yeah.
go over it one more